Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing some Sweet 16 games right now with Troy West from AllPlaysWin.com, who's had a great college basketball season overall, and I know that he's had a great postseason in the minor tournaments. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Peter. I appreciate it. This is going to be one of the more interesting games of the tournament, but I feel as we've gotten into the Sweet 16, you got a lot more matchups that I think are going to hold true. In the first couple rounds, you see a lot of upsets, a lot of teams showing up that you wouldn't think so. I think right now you get the teams that the upper echelon step up here.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think I'm seeing an edge in this Tennessee-Michigan game as well. Before we get into it, give a quick 10-second plug. Tell folks how you've done this college basketball season, because I know you had a good successful season.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. AllPlaysWin.com. We've been in business for 7 years, going strong. We've had a very successful college basketball season. We look to finish strong here in the NIT, the CBI, and March Madness as well.
Okay, Tennessee and Michigan. Tennessee, 2 straight double-digit covers, although, UMass and Mercer, not quite the same level of competition as Michigan. Michigan really handled Texas, though, and I actually had Texas getting by Michigan in the bracket, so that's an impressive win by Michigan. So what do I like here? Over 131.5. That is my pick on this one. I kind of like that one a decent amount. Over 131.5. What's your take on these lines, Troy?
I think you got a good lean here on the over, Pete, but I got to go with the Michigan Wolverines. You got to remember, this is a team that was just right around the corner a year ago, was in the national title game. I know they lost some of their big-time players, but this is a team that's well coached. They play good on both sides of the ball. And my God, this is a team that has 5 or 6 guys that can shoot the 3 ball. So on any given game, like you said, Pete, could lean towards the over. But I really like Michigan to win this game. I think Tennessee's been kind of somewhat of a Cinderella. They hardly got into the tournament. They snuck overtime against Iowa to get in. And then they got really lucky with the first-round matchup with UMass, and then an even easier second-round matchup with Mercer. So I think Tennessee's time comes to an end. I think Michigan's a much better basketball team, a better coached basketball team, more experience. I think experience plays a little bit of factor when you get deeper into the tournament. I like the Wolverines. I think this line's way too low. Got to go with the Wolverines to cover this one.
All right, well, let me play devil's advocate here, because before the NCAA tournament, I don't know if you remember this, but Tennessee started covering their spreads by a mile. It was a short period of time, but they started repeatedly getting huge covers against their spreads, and then they went into the play-in game, and now they become one of these play-in teams that's like making a deep run. We've seen this before, right? VCU, LaSalle. A lot of times these play-in teams that are playing really well start just like rolling over everyone. It's just sort of like a sort of unexplained phenomenon in the tournament. And but Tennessee, again, like I said, was outperforming their spreads even before the tournament started. So what do you make of all that?
Yeah, no, Tennessee's one of those teams that have really been under the radar for the course of the season. But I just think this Michigan team's too good, Pete. If there were somebody different, I may take a better look at Tennessee. But Michigan, you got to remember, Pete, national championship last year. Very similar team back, a team that can shoot the lights out, and one of the best coaches in the country, in my opinion. So I just think, Tennessee, they have been under the radar, but I don't think Michigan's going to take this team lightly by any stretch. And I think the better team wins this basketball game. I think Michigan's the better team.
All right, well, I trust you implicitly. Troy West from AllPlaysWin.com. I'll agree with you that Michigan -2 is the right side, but my personal pick on this one, over 131.5. What do you think of that, Troy?
I can see the over, no doubt. I think you got a good play as well, Pete.
Okay, thanks, Troy.